BIOS, or Basic Input-Output System, now often called UEFI on modern Dell laptops, is firmware that initializes your laptop's hardware during startup. Resetting BIOS or UEFI reverts settings to factory defaults, fixing issues like boot failures, forgotten passwords, or corrupted configurations. Dell increasingly favors software resets due to enhanced firmware stability. Start by powering on your Dell laptop. Immediately press F2 repeatedly to enter the UEFI setup menu. Once in UEFI setup, navigate to the Main or Security tab. Look for options like Reset to Defaults or Clear CMOS. Select the Reset option, then press F10 to save changes and exit the setup. This method is safe and requires no disassembly. Hardware reset may be necessary when software methods fail or for older Dell laptop models. This typically involves the CMOS battery, which stores BIOS settings. However, in newer Dell laptops from 2024 onward, EEPROM-based storage is increasingly used, making CMOS battery removal less effective. Only attempt this if you're comfortable with basic hardware disassembly. For older models, the CMOS battery is a small component that can be accessed by opening the laptop's bottom panel, as shown here. In contrast, newer laptops use EEPROM chips for storing settings, which don't rely on the CMOS battery. This diagram illustrates how EEPROM manages memory operations. When working on hardware, you'll be dealing with components on the motherboard, like those visible here. Always take precautions to avoid static damage. Power off and disconnect the AC adapter. Turn the laptop over and carefully remove the bottom panel. You'll need a screwdriver. Consult your Dell service manual, available at dell.com/support, to locate the CMOS battery on the motherboard. The CMOS battery is typically a CR232 coin cell battery. Once the CMOS battery is located, gently remove it. It's often held in place by a small clip. Carefully disconnect the battery to avoid damaging the clip or motherboard. Wait 5 to 10 minutes to ensure all BIOS settings are completely cleared. Insert a new CR232 battery, making sure the polarity is correct with the positive side facing up. Finally, reassemble the laptop by replacing the bottom panel and securing all components. Some Dell models include CMOS jumper pins on the motherboard. These are small metal connectors that can be used to clear BIOS settings without removing the CMOS battery. The CMOS jumper usually consists of 2 or 3 metal pins on the motherboard. Consult your Dell service manual, available on dell.com/support, to find the exact location and pin configuration for your specific model. To use the jumper method, first, power off and unplug the laptop completely. Open the bottom panel to access the motherboard. Locate the CMOS jumper pins as shown in your manual. Move the jumper cap from its current position to short the reset pins, typically connecting pins 1 and 2. Wait 5 to 10 seconds, then return the jumper to its original position. Reassemble the laptop and power it on. This is an advanced method that requires careful attention to your service manual to avoid damaging motherboard components. Only attempt this if you're comfortable with hardware disassembly and have the correct tools. Always ground yourself to prevent electrostatic discharge. This protects your laptop's sensitive components from damage. Back up your data before attempting any BIOS reset to avoid losing important files. Consult Dell's model-specific service manual for accurate instructions tailored to your laptop. Incorrectly performing a hardware reset can damage your laptop and potentially void your warranty. Prioritize software resets for safety, as they are less risky than hardware methods.